Hi friends, Krista here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams. It is time for another weekend reading vlog. Yay! I have a fun weekend ahead. Tonight I am doing a party for my patrons. It was meant to be happening in between Christmas and New Year's, but I just was not in the party mood and they were very gracious and we pushed it back a week. So that is happening tonight. I need to go to the chiropractor today, which I'm very excited for. And tomorrow I'm volunteering at my library book sale and it's fill a bag for 10 bucks. So I'll take you along to that. And then I think that's it. I have kids stuff to do. I'm reading currently a middle grade sequel. This is the sequel to Frostheart. It's Escape from Aurora. Really loving it and all the illustrations. I love the illustrations. Oh, I shouldn't say I'm loving it. I am enjoying it, but it's not totally blowing me away, but it's a lot of fun. I'm headed now to go to work. It's a little chilly in my car, so I'm waiting for it to warm up a bit. I'm gonna hang out with my little buddy today. We're going to the gardens, of course, because it's what we do on Fridays. I don't know what else I'm gonna get up to this weekend, but hopefully a lot of reading, hopefully some fun things. I guess you'll have to wait and see. But thanks for coming along with me and let's have a great weekend. Oh, that's beautiful. Once that sun goes down, it gets pretty chilly. I'm at a little playground called the Tot Lot with my little buddy. He is now down to an hour and a half nap instead of 2 hours, and so we have a little bit longer in the afternoon, which is great. It gives us time to go out and do something else. So we went to the gardens this morning, and now we've just been at the Tot Lot for a little bit. He has a few more minutes here before we head back home. But I just saw the best thing, and it made me want to say something to you guys because I watched this dude walk in, and he was all bundled up because it's a little chilly. It's not freezing, but I'm just cold sitting here as the sun goes down. I'm in the shade. But this guy had a little mass market paperback in his hands, and I could tell he was near the end of his book, and he must have been like, I need to go out and get my exercise before the sun goes down, but I don't want to stop reading my book. So he just brought his book with him, and he just kept looking up every couple seconds, and then he kept reading his pages. I'm like, I love it. He's like a man after our own hearts, right? Hello. I have not been back on to say anything because I've done zero reading. I came home from work and talked with Jordan for quite a bit. Someone had gifted us a Grubhub, which is like a food delivery service. Someone had gifted us a gift card, and so we had to decide what we wanted, and we took some time to do that. And while I was waiting for that to come, I was prepping for my Patreon. It was supposed to be like end of the year party, but I had to postpone it until tonight. So it was kind of a ring in the new year little party gathering. I loved hearing some of the highlights of the year, people's favorite books or among their favorite books. That was really awesome to hear. I did some giveaways, and so I've just been sitting here following through with all the giveaways so I don't forget, first of all. And also I had to edit and upload a video for tomorrow, but that is now finished. And now it's 10:52 and I'm about to go to bed. The only thing I'm going to do is while I'm getting ready for bed, I'm going to listen to The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, because I'm doing a buddy read of that and we're supposed to read all of part 1 by now, like by today or tomorrow. And I've only just barely started that book. So I just pulled it out so I could see how far I have to read in order to get to the end of part 1. Let's see. Okay, so I just looked it up. Part 1 is 86 pages. So although I've just only barely started, it's less than I thought it was going to be. So I'm glad about that. I will make some progress tonight and then in the morning as well. Tomorrow I am headed to my library book sale. I'm volunteering from 10 till 1 and it's fill a bag for $10. I have the perfect tote bag that fits a whole ton of books because you know I'm going to fill it to the brim. I will look for books for different people and for Pango and for myself and even for next year's book exchange if I find anything. I have lots of reasons to save up some books. Giveaways. I mean, I can fill a bag easy. That's happening from 10 till 1. I'll bring you along. And then only other things going on tomorrow is kind of cleaning. I have dishes to do. I'd like to make some banana bread. I need to get some groceries. And I need to prep for Sunday for church. So it's going to kind of be a chill day tomorrow, but exciting because I have the library book sale. I need to film. I have this shirt on because I have something I need to film, which is up. By the time you're seeing this, I will have already posted my announcement about the virtual reading retreat. I'm supposed to wear this shirt while I film it, but I didn't get to that today. It didn't make the cut. So I'm going to have to film that hopefully in the morning before I go to the library sale. Or it'll have to be in the afternoon. I guess we shall see. But now it's 11 o'clock. Oh, you know what I need to do? My yoga. I'm doing 30 days of yoga with Adrian, and I did not do it this morning before work. I chose to stay in bed an extra half hour. But today's is called Hug, and I think it's going to be a cozy one. I'm hoping. So maybe it's a good one to do at the end of the day. But I am going to do that before bed because I have committed to 30 days of yoga. So I'm going to try to get that in. I'm not going to try. I'm going to go get that in right now. And then I'm headed to bed. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night. Hello, back in my car, as I do, I guess. I just got done volunteering at the library book sale. I did it from 10 till 1, but it's like 1:30 because I couldn't stop looking on the shelves to see what I needed to have. I brought one bag with me. I ended up filling 2, which is good. I told myself 20 bucks because it was fill a bag for 10 bucks, and I filled them to the brim. I got a lot of really fun ones though, a bunch for Pango and 1 or 2 for Christmas book exchange next year. Not many because it's way early for that. A couple that I just loved, like I got another copy of Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Sepetys. I'll check if it's better condition than the one I have. If not, I'll either sell it on Pango or give that one away because it's just so good. I try to push it, like push some into other people's hands. I had one person recognize me. Oh man, I forgot her name. Deanie? Oh man. Hi. She ran into me at the gardens a couple months ago, and then I just saw her here today as well, so that was kind of fun, meeting people in the wild who watch my channel. That's always kind of crazy. But yeah, so now I am kind of done for the day. No, I need to go grocery shopping, but then I'm done for the day, and my bedroom is a hot mess. I haven't read hardly anything this week in general, and I just really want to read and edit and sit and clean and kind of have a day at home. So it's 1:30 and I'm going to stop at the store on my way home, pick up a few things, and then I'm going to go home and get some stuff done around the house because holy moly, I want to put most of Christmas away. I'm not sure I'm ready to put my tree away yet, but maybe I'll take off most of the ornaments and just leave the lights on it for a couple more days. I don't know, but I also kind of want to get into that area where all my Christmas boxes are and clean up in there. So we'll see what gets done. My bedroom is kind of priority one. But yeah, I was going to message this morning. I was going to get this started earlier this morning, but I had a big old allergy attack. And even when I showed up at the library, my eyes were still watery for quite a while, but I'm feeling much better now. So that is good. All right, I'm going to run to the grocery and then I'm going to head home. I will check in later and let you know what I'm reading. And I'll show you a few of the books that I got today because there's some fun ones in there. Hey friends, I have all the lights on in here because I just filmed my announcement video that went up yesterday. I don't even know if it's still going to be up because last year in the summer it filled up so quickly, but we announced the winter virtual reading retreat with the BookTube besties yesterday or on Sunday. I'm hoping this goes up on Monday, but I just thought while all the lights were on, I would share with you some of my finds at the library book sale today. It was fill a bag for $10, and I did end up coming home with 2 bags. One of them is completely Pango books. I probably could have just ignored all of those and left them there, but I didn't realize until I sorted everything out when I got home that I had so many. That's okay. It all goes to the Friends of the Library, and I'm happy to support them. But I did find some gems, and I thought I would just share with you some of the more unique ones that I got. These will all eventually be in a book haul as well. But the first book that I found today was George Washington's Rules of Civility. And I've never seen this before, but it's just kind of notes from George Washington. Let your ceremonies and courtesy be proper to the dignity of the place of the person with whom you converse. It is absurd to act the same with a clown and a prince. I love it. So they're all kind of taken from different writings of his and then combined into this one little book of etiquette almost. So I just thought that would be fun to kind of glance through. I'm not probably going to read it cover to cover. I don't know if I'll even end up keeping it, but I thought it would be fun to just take a gander at. And then I also got this little tiny My Utmost for His Highest. I think this is a great thing to keep like in my bag or in my purse. I've used this before. This is a devotional by Oswald Chambers. I have a copy of this that has my dad's name on the inside of it, so I'll keep it forever, but it's kind of falling apart, so I don't bring it anywhere. They have a verse at the top and then a reading. And I remember, I don't know, back when I was doing student teaching way back in the day when I was still in college, there was a couple days that really spoke to me just when I needed to hear it. And so I have a special place in my heart for this devotional in particular. It's kind of cool that this one does have some notations and underlinings from the person who owned it before. I think that makes it even more special. So I'm excited that I found that. Okay, this is probably the weirdest book I got today. I've never seen anything like this. This is Haruki Murakami. It's The Strange Library, and it opens up like this. And it's just this short little book with pictures on every page. And it says, what does it say on the back? A lonely boy, a mysterious girl, and a tormented sheep man plot their escape from the nightmarish library of internationally acclaimed best-selling Haruki Murakami's wild imagination. What? I don't even know, but it looks like it's something I could read maybe in an hour or half hour. Like, it's just really, it doesn't have a ton of writing. It just looked too unique to leave on the shelves. I had to bring that one home in my bags. I don't know. Have you read that before? I grabbed 2 books about cluttering and organizing. Clear the Clutter, Make Space for Your Life, and How to De-Junk Your Life. Keys to Taking Control, Getting Organized, and Getting It All Done. I feel like these will give me motivation and ideas for different areas in my house. I'm always confused about paper. Like, what kinds of things do I need to save? What can I get rid of? And I just feel like these will be good ones. That one of the goals of my year is to declutter 12 different areas. Man, if I could declutter paper one month, that would be amazing. But I just thought that those would be helpful tools to have. I did grab a book of short stories by Dostoevsky. Christy and Tiffany, I thought of you guys when I got this. It has The Eternal Husband and Other Stories. There's actually only 5. So these are kind of longer short stories because this is almost 300 pages. It is just, oh no, it's just under 300 pages. So these are a little bit longer, almost like novellas, but still short stories. And I have a ton of mystery short stories and just a little bit of literary. And then this would be more like classic, I guess, classic Russian literature. I don't know. This book, Heft, was just recommended to me by one of my patrons this month. Liz Moore wrote The Unseen World, which I read and really liked. And this is about an overweight man, 550 pounds. He has not left his home in a decade. And then 20 miles away in Yonkers, there's a 17-year-old kid who's a poor kid in a rich school. And then there's some kind of link between these two people. It just sounds really interesting to me. And it was just recommended to me the other day by one of my patrons. And so I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to grab that. We'll see. I grabbed, oh, of course I got a middle grade. I got a couple middle grade, but this one I'm so excited about. The Adventure, this is called A Tale Magnolious. The Adventures of an Orphan, Her Elephant, and Some Rather Unusual Seeds by Suzanne Nelson. I know nothing about it. I didn't even look up the description because I'm sold at an elephant on the cover and the word orphan in the subtitle. Sold. I'm done. I want to read it. Have you guys heard of this one? Let me know. Well, about any of these. I did get another nonfiction, The 101 Most Influential People Who Never Lived. I thought that was kind of cool. It's how characters of fiction, myth, legends, television, and movies have shaped our society, changed our behavior, and set the course of history. I thought that that would be a very interesting read for a reader. Ebenezer Scrooge is in here, Don Quixote, Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn, the Loch Ness Monster, Godzilla, Robin Hood, Odysseus. Like, there's just a little bit of everything. I think that that would be a fun nonfiction read. It just sounds fun to me. And then probably the most out of my comfort zone, I grabbed The Chain by Adrienne McKinty. Now, those of you who've read it, let me know. Like, I know this is going to push me out of my comfort zone. So I know the general premise is that there's a mom married. I don't know if it's a married couple, but there's a woman who gets, who learns that her daughter was kidnapped, or son, her child was kidnapped. And in order to get her child back, she has to kidnap the child of someone else. And she's given the name and all that. So it's like those old school chain letters, but with dire consequences. If I decide that it's not for me, if I give it a go and it's not for me, then maybe it'll just end up in my pango pile. But this could be another one that I save for that project I'm doing where I read like other booktubers. Lindsay from Lindsay's Little Library, I believe, has read this. It sounds for sure like an Audrey from Chapter and Converse book. I don't know if Sarah from Sarah's Nightstand has read it. I'm not sure if they've read it, but it's one that I'll probably save for one of those months because it's definitely more of a read that they would have rather than me. But but I couldn't resist throwing it in the bag. So I have a handful of other things as well, but those are the most kind of exciting and different ones. I had fun today. And then once I got home, it was just, I mean, I've done laundry, I've done dishes, I have been working on comments. I'm so far behind. I have filmed a video, watched a show. I've just changed the sheets on my bed. Like, I've just done a little bit of everything this afternoon. I feel like it's been super productive, super duper productive. My word, I was supposed to do yoga in here. Now there's all kinds of stuff on my floor. I guess I'll have to do it in my bedroom. All right, so now I'm going to go back to what I've been doing for the rest of the day. Oh, I should tell you, I have been reading today. I did make it to part 1 of The Incredible Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. I'm really enjoying how this is written we're getting Rebecca Skloot's story of how she became interested in this, how she even learned about HeLa cells and Henrietta Lacks, and how she began the process of kind of learning more about Henrietta. And we also learn about the cells themselves and the background of why cell mutation, like how it started, and not mutation, replication. I don't know the right word, but why it's important and the history of it. And then also getting to see Henrietta's story in her life. I mean, I'm only 85 pages in, but I'm very invested. I think it's written really accessibly. I'm invested. I'm definitely eager to continue reading this one. So I made it to the part I needed to get to today. So that's great. Then I also found the audiobook of Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. I'll show you that one later. It's just clamped on my phone right now. I just looked at my January TBR pile to see what else I had on audio, because I knew I'm going to be like cleaning and doing other things. And when I'm in here, I wanted to work on comments, and it's hard for me to listen to an audiobook and work on comments at the same time. Doesn't work so well. So while I've been doing dishes and laundry and changing my sheets and etc., I was listening to Spinning Silver, which I'm really enjoying. So it's a loose Rumpelstiltskin retelling set in a Russian-like fantasy world, and very wintry. There's this kind of magical people who everybody else is afraid of that have shown up. So the main character is the daughter of a moneylender, and her dad is not very good about collecting on the debts that people have for him. And so her family is really suffering, and she sees all these other people who owe them money not paying them back. And her dad is kind of a pushover, and she's like, I'm just going to take matters into my own hands. Mom is sick. I need to help her. And so she is just very good with money, and like is very forceful and doesn't take no for an answer, but also is really good at making trades and stuff to get ahead in the business world, if you will. Well, this catches the eye of the king of this mystical people who are very wintry. I forget the name of the people, but yeah, it's kind of magical, very wintry, and I'm really enjoying the story so far. So I've made it, I don't know how far. I'll let you know at the end of the night how far I got in that one, but I need to clean up this mess now and edit my video for tomorrow, and then get back to folding laundry and answering comments and all that jazz. So I'll check in later. All right, bye. Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. I am just leaving church. I have to take my kids' trash to the dumpster, and then I'm ready to go home and put comfy warm clothes on. It's kind of chilly today, but I don't have anything else to do this afternoon/evening except more of what I was doing yesterday. Reading, cleaning. The goal is to get Christmas put away today, at least most of it. So I'm gonna do that. And then I parked way far away. Like, let me see if you can see it. See that silver car way over there? That's my car. But I'm not going to talk too much out here because I know it's hard to hear with the highway. There's a highway right there with cars going past. You can see the highway, so it's kind of loud. So you probably can't hear me. I'll talk to you later. Real life Krista here. This is the current status of my little den area. This is where the Christmas boxes have come to live. The problem is those plants over there need to get watered so desperately, and so do those. But I can't get there. So this is my plan for the afternoon. I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes and show you how much can get done in 15 minutes. Here we go. Okay, so my timer just went off. It's been 15 minutes. All of Christmas that was in here is at least organized a little better, and I put some more things in there. So I have a little path. I put some games in this closet, but I still have a little bit to do in the back end, and the plants still need to get watered. But I'm gonna go sit and read for 15 minutes, and then I will come back to this again shortly. Just like that, one more set of 15, and I've got all my plants watered. The chairs are cleared off. I didn't vacuum, and these will go back up into the attic once I'm done taking down the tree and stuff, but it is much, much, much better than it was. Yay. It's time for dinner. I am making, let me see if I can find a picture of it. I'm making this garlic shrimp sheet pan dinner. I'll put a link to this recipe in the description because it's so good. But I'm having issues because my oven is really dirty and it's smoking. So I have to keep the exhaust on. I have my back door open. I have the window open over here, and yet still my smoke detectors keep going off. I'm just standing here making sure my house is not going to burn down. I have stuff to put away. Holy moly, my kitchen's a mess. But I'm excited for dinner because it's going to be really good. And I'm also participating. Liv from Liv's Library is doing sprints tonight. So they're in the middle of a sprint right now. So I'm going to listen to more of Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik, which I'm really enjoying. I'm definitely in a mood for a fantasy. So I'm reading this. And Escape from Aurora, which is a middle grade fantasy. So I'm in a fantasy mood this week. So that's what I'm listening to. But I'm just standing here making sure my house doesn't burn down first. Oh my word. Hello, hello. It is the end of the day. It's 9:30 and I think this is going to be my last clip of the day. I did not get loads of reading done this weekend, but I did read a good chunk of Spinning Silver and I'm really enjoying that. And I also read a bit of Henrietta Lacks on Friday and Saturday morning, but I've been really productive tonight. I worked on my journal. I added a page with countries. I printed out Chantel's Read Your Bookshelf challenge. I'm giving you kind of a sneak peek. I did my buzzword. I got started on that. I need to put the prompt for each month. I still have more to do on some of these other pages, but I highlighted, where did it go? I highlighted all the numbers in my short story tracker. So I worked on that a little bit while listening. I just took a look at my spreadsheet for 2023. I use the one from Currently Reading because I'm a patron of theirs. And they do a fabulous, very in-depth spreadsheet. And I just kind of hide some of the rows that I don't track things about. So I worked on that for a little bit tonight. I talked with the girls, my besties, about the retreat. And very excited that filled up very quickly, again, as we kind of expected. But I talked to them a little bit about that, did some planning. And now I'm just going to read for a little bit before bed. So I'm going to sign off here. It was a good weekend, And that is going to be it for me today. So I hope that you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to chat with you down in the comments. I'm so far behind on comments, but I'm slowly catching up. One of these days, I'll be all caught up. My goal is to still continue to respond to every comment, but it's getting a little trickier when I post lots of videos all at once. Tomorrow is filming day for more end of the year stuff, so I'm really excited about that. And I need to work on getting some of that stuff prepped a little more as well. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I already said that. So that's all. I'll talk to you in another video very soon. Bye.